What a way for UTSA to begin their 4th year in team existence, getting a win on opening day against the Colorado Buffaloes, a game where they started off down by 20 points, a team they weren't supposed to beat, and Evan Newton and the UTSA Roadrunners completed a 21-point unanswered comeback. But UTSA can't dwell on that win for too long. They have a big game upcoming against the conference opponent, actually, the Houston Cougars. And they are the best team in the Conference USA. They are a top 25 team, number 20 in the nation, and they have a talented group of players, especially at their core positions. David Pylan, he's a senior quarterback. He is a 96 overall. And they also have senior middle linebacker Derek Matthews, who is one of the better middle linebackers in the entire nation. And so, for UTSA, can they contend with Houston in this game, and can Evan Newton continue some of the success he had in his first career game for the UTSA Roadrunners? It should be an exciting matchup as the Cougars come out of the tunnel for their first home game of the year, their season opener against a surprising UTSA squad. Here we go, guys, into the first quarter. It is Houston football. At their own 21-yard line, David Pylan out of the shotgun. They will throw from the get-go here, and Pylan in the pocket's going to throw it long on the right side, one-on-one. It's nearly intercepted, intended for Darian Lazard, and that one was actually very close. 3rd down and 12 upcoming for Pylan out of the gun again. He will throw, good protection, only a 3-man rush, and he finds Deontay Greenberry getting separation at the 40. He is up to the Houston 47-yard line as they start a no-huddle game already. Pylan passing again, this time to the sideline. He's got Spencer, and he's inside the 20-yard line, and already Houston finds themselves in the red zone a mere 53 seconds into this game. And then Pylan to the corner to the pylon, and Wilson is out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And now UTSA has their backs against the wall as Pylan throws to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. The senior hooks up with the running back, Randall Holloman, and he has Houston on the board for the first time this season. And UTSA gave up 77 passing yards in that drive after giving up less than 90 in the entire game against Colorado last week. So 7-0 Houston early, but Evan Newton lines up under center, will throw on his first play, and he finds Cam Jones coming across the middle. He has a first down across the 30, and the slant route nets UTSA a new set of downs. And I think with Evan Newton, the UTSA fans have something to be excited about. 2nd down and 8, and the pass to David Morgan. He had it in his hands and just dropped it and nearly caused an interception that may have gone for a score. 3rd down and 8 now, Evan Newton in the pocket over the middle, and he is intercepted by Derek Matthews at about midfield, and he goes up to the 40-yard line, and Evan Newton has his 3rd pick in his young career. And that turns the ball over to Houston and their offense. David Pylan in the pocket. He's going long to the end zone, and what a play by Darian Starling to come over and bat that ball away, forcing a 3rd down and 10. A couple of plays later, Pylan takes a snap. He will throw again, this time flying over the middle, and it's intercepted this time by Dominic Carter, the middle linebacker, the first-year starter, the sophomore, whom UTSA has as Stephen Kerfez's replacement, and that gives the ball back to the UTSA offense. And this time they're going to settle Evan Newton down by going to the ground game. Glasgow goes up the middle. He gets a first down, cutting to the outside, and a new set of downs. Newton to throw again. Quick pass. Cam Jones across the 40. He has a first down across the 35-yard line. And now UTSA is in business already. 3rd down and 12, though, for Evan Newton. He's going to find Kenny Harrison this time. He's underneath, throws it over the linebacker. A nice throw by Newton, and Harrison gets the first down, but once again facing 3rd down again. 3rd down and 7 for Evan Newton out of the shotgun. He will throw. Incoming pressure. Newton gets the pass off. Wide open. Touchdown. Brandon Freeman in for 6. And UTSA ties the game up. Look at Evan Newton. Stare pressure in the face. Step up in the pocket. Get hit as he throws. But it's a perfect strike to Brandon Freeman for a touchdown. A 21-yard connection. A 9-play, 66-yard drive. And UTSA has tied this game up at 7 apiece. And now David Pylan attempts to avenge his own interception, and he runs past the 40-yard line on the read option across midfield, and finally tackled at the UTSA 38-yard line. And they're once again already on the edge of field goal range. 2nd and 8, Pylan finds Deontay Greenberry. He is tracked down by Dominic Carter and tackled at the 11-yard line. But Houston's offense, for the most part today, has been pretty effective. Darian Lazard now on the jet sweep. He came around in motion, and UTSA didn't see it coming. It wasn't a touchdown, but it did get the first down inside the 2-yard line. Inside the 1, actually. 1st and goal, handoff to Holloman, and he's going to go off tackle right side, run through Dominic Carter for a touchdown. Houston once again shows off their offense, and it's a touchdown. 14-7. UTSA ball. Evan Newton on 2nd and 7 evades the pressure, but then goes down. Not much he could do there. Wanted to stay in the pocket, but pressure got to him way too quickly. 3rd and long now for Evan Newton, a 3-man rush, and the rush is actually getting to him, and the first guy couldn't take him down, but the second did. The nose got to him, and Houston takes over the ball, and after a short punt, they have great field position, and this has been one of UTSA's downfalls. When they don't have a consistent offense, they're having a lot of 3-and-outs. They have a hard time playing the field position game because their punter just doesn't have the strongest legs, so they're once again backed up in their own field, and they end up letting Houston score a field goal, so it's only 17-7, and Newton back to throw. What a throw to Whitaker! A strike complete for a first down, his first career catch, the freshman. And then on 2nd and 6, Evan Newton is taken down before he can even complete the handoff to David Glasgow. The offensive line has to do a much better job for Evan Newton, but on 3rd and 10, he finds Kenny Harrison on the drag, and he has a first down after the catch. And one thing UTSA is doing well so far this season is completing passes and getting first downs on 3rd down. Last week they were 6 of 9. They've had a couple of key ones in this game as well. 2nd down and 8 now for Evan Newton, waiting in the pocket, and he's just waiting for pressure to get to him. He goes down pretty quickly. He's backed up to 3rd down and 15 now, and really has to stretch the field to get into field goal range. 3rd and 15, Newton going along left side, airmailed, picked off by Tillman inside the 20-yard line, and UTSA has turned the ball over again. Newton's 2nd pick on the day, 4th on the season in his career, and Houston has the ball again. David Pyland back on offense, Holloman out of the backfield, and another first down. As right now, Houston is pretty much executing their game plan at will against UTSA inside of a minute and a half. Now pass to Chris Spencer on the slant. He's got a block downfield on the safety, and he will score. Chris Spencer for the touchdown, and he will make it 24-7 now. But UTSA, they came back last week after being down 20. And so Evan Newton trying to lead his team back down the field and get some points before halftime. They will get the second half kickoff, by the way. It is 2nd down and 8 coming up. Evan Newton out of the gun now in Houston territory, standing on top of their logo in the pocket, looking long for Freeman, taking a shot to the end zone, and it's underthrown. He was hit as he let the pass go, and it results in another Houston interception. Maybe if there was no pressure there, he's able to throw it the extra 3, 4, 5 yards to get the score. But 3 interceptions right now, and Newton is kind of just trying to do too much on offense. And David Pyland, he's been great in this game so far other than the interception, and they're running their offense very well. But UTSA comes out, and here comes their electrifying sophomore, Anthony Banks. He was so exciting last year in the second half of the year, and UTSA is getting involved in this season as well. And now Jason Todd, first down. Evan Newton trying to get his bearings back now and get some success. He's not letting his interceptions hold him back. He showed that the first 1.5 games so far of his career. And then Glasgow up the middle, another UTSA first down. They could pull to within 2 scores if they get a score on this drive, but Evan Newton goes down on 1st and 10. Already the 4th sack on the day for Houston's defense, and UTSA would have to attempt a field goal, and it would be good, 24-10. But if the defense does not show up, it's not going to matter if Evan Newton can get this going right for UTSA's offense in this game. Deontay Greenberry, meanwhile, is torching the secondary. And right now, UTSA has no option but to either blitz to get pressure or to drop everybody back in coverage, and nothing is seeming to work. They're trying many different strategies here, playing cover 0, playing cover 2, and Houston is picking them apart at will. David Pound to the end zone, touchdown to Wilson. This is Sam Wilson, the freshman, red-shirted, for the touchdown as Houston extends their lead to 21 points midway through the 3rd quarter. And Evan Newton on their next possession tries to sprint out of the pocket immediately and get some sort of a rollout design, and it didn't go anywhere. He lost 10 yards on the play. And UTSA's offense is really struggling, but not as much as their defense. Other than the play by Dominic Carter, there hasn't been too much really positive from this UTSA defense this matchup. And it's obvious we have to start recruiting better defensive players, and it's still a work in progress as much of our solid talent there is young and still developing their skills, whereas Houston has a lot of seniors that are their best players at many different positions. So it's 38-10 now, and UTSA is just trying to get whatever they can on offense. Tim Whitaker, another nice grab. 3rd and short coming up, Newton out of the pocket, and he's going to fire it to Banks out of the backfield, and he drops the pass. And so 4th and 3 coming up, and Newton will go for it. Back to throw. Wants Tim Whitaker, and he drops the pass. He would have been short of the first down most likely, but it's still a turnover on downs. Houston scored yet again. They only had 2 possessions in this game up until this point where they did not score. and one was an interception, and one was where they attempted a Hail Mary before halftime that wasn't successful. So UTSA, they're just not clicking on offense anymore. Things are just falling apart before our eyes. Anthony Banks drops a pass. Now it's 4th down and 6. Newton out of the gun looking for any sort of hope, and Harrison drops the pass over the middle wide open. And so UTSA would go on to lose this game, and they did get blown out 48-10. There's no way to mask that, but it was against their toughest team on the schedule, a game they were not expected to win, but it is disappointing to see them come out and kind of keep with them for a little bit, and then things started to snowball out of control between the offense struggling, trying to do too much, and the defense putting them in very tough situations with all the scores they were giving up. David Pyland, easy candidate for player of the game, 5 touchdown passes, 350-plus yards, looking like Drew Brees out there in the pocket. But Evan Newton, he was solid other than the interceptions for the most part, but he had a couple of nice throws in the first half. The second half really wasn't positive for anything for UTSA. Anthony Banks had one nice play, and the rest was dominated by Houston. So obviously dropping to 1-1, it's a little bit of a disappointment after that big start to the year against Colorado, but that was also the toughest opponent on the schedule. So we'll see how next week when UTSA rebounds. We don't really know their identity yet. It's one of the things about the opening parts of the season. You're trying to establish your identity. And so far, UTSA has been the underdog twice against Colorado and against Houston. So they're about a letter grade below in rankings below both of those teams. And we'll get to see them next week in a game they're actually favored against. But for now, we're doing some recruiting. I wanted to show you guys more recruiting in these episodes. And so let me know in the comment section what position you think is the most important for me to recruit right now. It's obvious defense needs a major boost. They struggled a lot against Houston. They were actually pretty good against Colorado. And so we obviously have to find the identity of our defense still. But let me know what you think I should focus on the most, if it's secondary, defensive line, or linebackers. I'm mainly focused on outside linebackers right now, but I'm also, we have 3 or 4 freshman corners, and a couple of them are redshirted. I think most of them are. And so it's obviously still a lot of youth in some of these spots. But please leave your feedback below in the comment section, guys. Hopefully this loss does not turn you away from this series in any way. It's going to be some rough patches, of course. Still, UTSA is still growing as a team and as a program. But next week they take on Louisiana Tech in a game they are actually favored in. So we'll see UTSA next week if they can pull off the victory and improve the 2-1. But thank you for watching, guys. See you guys next episode.